Remember that everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. If someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake in any thought or action, I shall gladly change. I seek the truth, which never harmed anyone. The harm is to persist in one's own self-deception and ignorance. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Here is a rule to remember in future when anything tempts you to feel bitter. Do not say that this is misfortune, but say, to bear this worthily is good fortune. Each day provides its own gifts. You're better off not giving the small things more time than they deserve. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. Remember, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Whenever you're about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be, and be one. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Death smiles at us all. All a man can do is smile back. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. You have power over your mind, and not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Do not act as if you are going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it's in your power, be good. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up, if thou wilt always look. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Life is short. Do not forget about the most important things in our life: living for other people and doing good for them. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them know anything about the subject. To the wise, life is a problem. To the fool, a solution. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own. Do not be wise in words. Be wise in deeds. Be tolerant with others, and strict with yourself. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars, and see yourself running with them. Our anger and annoyance are more detrimental to us than the things themselves which anger or annoy us. Nothing happens to any man that he is not formed by nature to bear. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, and to love. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Because most of us, what we say and do is not essential, ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. The memory of everything is very soon overwhelmed in time. Take a good hard look at people's ruling principle, especially of the wise, what they run away from and what they seek out. You don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you. To live a good life, we have the potential for it if we learn to be indifferent to what makes no difference. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. You shouldn't give circumstances the power to rouse anger, for they don't care at all. Begin. To begin is half the work. Let half still remain, again begin, and thou wilt have finished. Everything that happens, happens as it should, and if you observe carefully, you will find this to be so. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. We ought to do good to others as simply as a horse runs, or a bee makes honey, or a vine bears grapes season after season, without thinking of the grapes it has already borne. A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all of your heart. Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Understand that your time has a limit set to it. Use it then to advance your enlightenment, or it will be gone and never in your power again. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. Remember that very little is needed to make a happy life. Just that you do the right thing. The rest does not matter. Live your life as if you are ready to say goodbye to it at any moment, as if the time left for you was some very pleasant surprise. Please subscribe for daily inspirational quotes.